Okay, welcome to another Becoming a Modern Man. We're having another match with the mono green Char Belcher deck, and let's get this underway. Our opponent is a 4-color control deck. We win the roll here. Let's see if we can get our opener up. This is our opener. Fortunately, it's going to have to be a mulligan. No lands, no Chancellor, so we're not going to be able to use this. Summon Spirit card doesn't do a whole lot since it makes red mana. So yeah, that's going to have to be a mulligan. This is slightly better. We've got the Char Belcher in hand. Fabricate's a bit useless, but well, provided our Char Belcher sticks. It's not the best of hands, but it does have the Char Belcher in it, and hopefully we can draw a few more ways to fetch up lands. But yeah, unfortunately no turn 1 play, and leads off with the Blood Crypt. Draw another land, which is unusual for this deck, to be quite honest, but we ramp it. Growth, grabbing another land out of our deck, and draw a breeding pool, so we're actually drawing a lot of lands, which is pretty good actually, considering we actually just want to get them out of the deck so we can use this Char Belcher. Recross the path here, opponent uses Mana Leak. I could have tried to cast the Char Belcher, but I suspected my opponent had a counter spell, so I didn't want to run it out into that. Taps out for a Chandra of Pyromaster, which is definitely a bad decision, because it seems I'm just going to land the Char Belcher here. I can't think of too many ways, main deck, that you'd likely to be able to deal with the Char Belcher, so just going to cast it. Doesn't seem to have anything to deal with it. We use a Rampant Growth, fetch up one more land, so we've only got one more land in our deck. When it tries to line it, he helix me at the end of turn, and I'm going to activate and put him on -19. So yeah, we did a substantial amount of damage there, and yeah, I think that was the one land we had left in our deck. So it was far enough down that we were able to kill our opponent, and that was game 1. Speed this along a bit. The only annoying thing about Char Belcher, I don't know if there is a shortcut. If anyone knows there's a shortcut for putting cards on the bottom of your library, then let me know. But obviously sometimes you want to stack the deck and sometimes you don't really. So if there's a shortcut, could you let me know? Because this takes quite long on the bottom of your library, which is a bit of a pain, but it doesn't take that long really. So we managed to win game 1, so on to game 2. So this is our opening hand. Unfortunately there's no lands in it, but we do have a Chancellor, which means we can just use a Lay of the Land to get the land we need. Opponent leads off with Tar Pit. Use Lay of the Forest, and use that to cast Caravan Vigil, find another forest. It uses Inquisition, which is a little unfortunate, takes our Rampant Growth, and then has a Duress to take out the defense grid, which is rather annoying. Defense grid's coming in from the sideboard obviously to help deal with his counter spells, but unfortunately it's gone. Also lost Rampant Growth, which is a way where you could search for a land, which is also annoying. Still could come back from this though, so we're going to play a Wall of Roots into an Arbor Elf. Could have played the Bop, but since he already knows about the Arbor Elf, I figured this would be the better way. Plays Click, steals a Recross the Path out of our hand. We get Sakura Tribe Elder in its place. Not really particularly significant, I don't think, but we're not feeling too great about where we're at the moment. So we draw Fabricate. I didn't really want to run anything into counter spells, but I probably should have just tried to run out the Chancellor, seeing as though he ends up electrolyzing my Bops, which just leaves me completely screwed. Thoughtseize takes the Fabricate as well. We could have tried to use the Fabricate on that turn as well, but I kind of get the impression he's probably got counter spells up and ready to go. But I mean, I suppose I probably should have pressed him on it rather than fall into all this discard. So not the best of plays from myself, but try and run out a Char Belcher here. Turns out he has a counter flux, which leaves us in bad shape. Possibly could have done slightly better. Maybe if we'd drawn out the counterspell with the Fabricate, drawing that Charbelcher would have maybe got us somewhere. So could have played slightly better. But unfortunately, this one was pretty much over from there. So I conceded that one. So let's go on to game 3. This is a decent opener. Not a lot of stuff to do. We'll lead off the breeding pool. Let's play out the Arbor Elf. Potentially, because if my Arbor Elf dies or for some reason, then that Caravan Vigil could be good. Also, Caravan Vigil works really well with Sakura Tribe Elder, so I think that was my thinking behind that. He is my Arbor Elf. I'm kind of surprised he would have kept bolts in against my deck. Seems though there's very few things to kill, but seems that he did, and unfortunately my Arbor Elf falls to that. I'm going to run out the Wall of Roots here into a Lay of Land, fetching up a land. And Thought Seizes Growth, which isn't the worst, to be honest. And the Sakura Tribe Elder, I'm just going to sack it straight away so I can use the Caravan Vigil small bit ability to just put a land straight into play. Could have kept the Sakura Tribe Elder, but I don't know. It's debatable really, but I think just ramping up as much as possible seems like the best idea. We have the Sakura Tribe Elder, which means we can see off attacks from this Confidant. Use the Safe Right Quest to find my final land, so filling my deck as much as possible. I mean, really in top deck mode here, so we need to find the Charbelcher. Fortunately we do. Our opponent only has one blue source at this moment in time, which is a bit unfortunate for him, even despite drawing additional cards with the Confidant, and presumably didn't actually have a way to counter my Charbelcher, which means he's definitely dead. We've actually got all the lands out of our deck at this point, so we'd have done the full 44 damage once we'd activated the Charbelcher, and yeah, managed to actually win a match with this deck. Been a bit few and far between the wins, but this one actually went pretty nicely. Managed to wrap it up.